News, my lovely, wonderful people. Northern elders declare having state police in Nigeria is a recipe for disaster, anarchy, and the country will be totally destroyed if we do that. We must be careful as 36 state governors meet with Tinubu and makes preparation to have state policing in each state to help them elevate the suffering of insecurity. But Northern elders totally reject, says no. They don't think this is the right way at all. In fact, they think this is a recipe for disaster and it's going to do more harm than good. Well, people, what do you think? Do you subscribe to this? This is what we are about to hear and hear their reasons why they feel it is not important. In fact, it should not be considered. It should not be done, saying, it will lead to more harm than good for the country. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Having state police in Nigeria is a recipe for disaster, anarchy, Northern Elder says. Former federal lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has faulted the recent discussion around the creation of state police in Nigeria, saying that state police will not solve Nigerians' security problem. According to him, the Northern Elder said it will only become an arm wing of the ruling party in each state to destroy those who they do not want. They will victimize people and it will do more harm than good. Sahara reporters last Thursday reported that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the 36 state governors had a meeting and agreed to discuss further how to create state police to curb insecurity in the country. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, last Wednesday told State House correspondents that there was a discussion around the issue of state police. The minister said the federal government and the state government are working on possibilities of setting up state police, adding that it was still going to be further discussed. However, they are putting things in place already. Idris described the discussion along the lines as a major shift, considering the Nigerian government under previous administration has vehemently opposed the idea of state policing. According to the minister, there would be more meeting and work will be done to achieve this, to ensure that everyone understands what is going on. However, Northern Elder says this is not a good way to go. It will do more harm than good. They will victimize people, and anyone they do not like will be under a serious issue. And this is what will happen in the country. Most people will be brought into unprecedented position, and the country will suffer a great deal. So this is what is happening. Northern Elders, vehemently oppose the creation of anything called state police, saying it will do more harm than good. Okay, saying it will do more harm than good. Okay, so this is what is happening, my lovely people. Everybody's watching and everybody wants to understand what's going on so that truth will be manifested and we can, we all can move forward very quickly and make things better. So you see what's going on? Well, my lovely people, Northern elders have their reasons why they feel, these things should not be allowed. They have their own personal reasons, and we want to understand what exactly is going on here. Eventually, I kind of understand where they are coming from. Eventually they will begin to use things for their favor. Eventually they'll begin to, do more harm than good, and everybody will not be able to speak. Things may go worse than you can imagine, and people will begin to, become victims. People will become victims, and everybody will be wondering what truly is going on. And at the end of the day, things will be worse worse off than you can imagine, and nobody will be able to speak. So it is important that we begin to, rise up to the occasion and ensure that the right things are done in order to save this nation and to make things better. Everyone understands that things are not the way, all things are not the way they should be. And so if we want things to be better, every single person will have to begin to, will have to begin to put things, in place in order to save this nation and to make things better. So things are going worse than you can imagine. Things are becoming worse. And everybody needs to understand that Nigerians are going through a lot. And we all need to understand that until everybody, begin to gradually, understand this and put things in place, it will be more terrible than you can imagine. And everybody's watching. So what do you think? How do we change the course of what is going on, and how do we begin to, amend to ensure that the right things are done? Everybody's watching this, everybody can see, and we need to understand that at the end of the day, Nigerians can truly understand that the country belongs to every one of us. It's not for some people, okay? It's not for some people. We need to understand that Nigerians needs to, we need to move and understand what's happening. By the time they bring in state police, they begin to use the state police to do other things. They begin to use it for their own purposes. And at the end of the day, more harm than good will be done. So it is very important that we understand this, and every single person needs to begin to, know that the country people are going through a lot, and we need to get out of the current predicament and put things right where it should be. Okay? So please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. I totally, completely understand, where the Northern elders are coming from. Some governors to become a tool in their hand. And before you can say Jack Robinson, they will use it for their own purpose. People will be victimized and more harm than good will be done. So everybody needs to understand that there are people whose mission statement is to destroy this nation. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. God bless. Bye for now.